Have you ever looked at your dog and wondered if they truly understand what it means when someone they love is gone forever? Maybe you've seen your dog act differently after another pet or family member passed away. They seemed quieter, sadder, maybe even lost. It makes you wonder, emotional miniature do dogs actually understand death? Or are they just reacting to the change around them? Today, we're diving into the emotional and heartbreaking truth behind this question. And trust me, what we find will surprise you. Let's start with something simple but deep. Dogs don't speak our language, but they feel in ways that sometimes go beyond words. They live by emotions: love, joy, fear, excitement, and yes, sadness too. But death? That's a big concept even for us humans. We understand that death is final, but can dogs grasp that same idea? Do they realize that the person or pet they loved isn't coming back? Now, scientists and animal behavior experts agree on one thing. We can't be completely sure what goes on inside a dog's mind. We can't ask them directly, "Hey, buddy, do you know what death means?" But what we can do is watch how they behave. And the truth is, when dogs lose someone close to them, like whether it's a human or another pet, they often act in ways that look a lot like grief. Some dogs become unusually quiet. Others refuse to eat or seem uninterested in their favorite toys. Some will wander around the house as if searching for the one who's gone. There are dogs that sleep beside their owner's empty bed, or wait by the door every evening, hoping that familiar face will walk through again. Those moments break your heart because it's clear they feel that something important has changed. But the question is, do they understand why? Dogs are incredibly perceptive. They can sense when something's wrong. They notice the changes in our tone of voice, our energy, our smell, and our routine. When someone dies, the entire environment shifts: the mood, the sounds, even the scents. To a dog, that absence is loud. They might not understand the concept of death the way we do, but they definitely sense the emptiness that comes after it. Think about it. Dogs are pack animals. In the wild, when one member of the pack goes missing, the rest respond. They may search, they may vocalize, they may become anxious. That instinct doesn't go away just because they live in our homes now. So when a loved one is suddenly gone, a dog might instinctively look for them. They might sniff their belongings or sit by the door waiting for them to return, just like they would if a pack member disappeared in the wild. One of the most heartbreaking things is when a dog loses another dog in the same household. Many owners have shared stories of their surviving pet becoming withdrawn, refusing to eat, or lying in the spot where their companion used to sleep. They may even whine softly at night or carry their lost friend's toy around. It's almost as if they're trying to hold on to the memory, like they're asking, "Where did you go?" And what about when a dog loses a human? That bond is even deeper. For many dogs, their human is their world, their source of love, comfort, and safety. When that person passes away, it's as if their entire universe suddenly disappears. Some dogs wait at the door, others sleep on their owner's belongings, surrounded by the scent that reminds them of their best friend. It's hard to see, but it's also a powerful sign of just how capable dogs are of love and loyalty. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Some experts believe that while dogs may not fully understand death, they might recognize its physical reality. For example, if they see the body of another dog or a human who has passed away, they often behave differently. Some dogs sniff carefully, some back away quietly, and others simply sit there, still and calm, as if they're processing what happened. It's possible that seeing a lifeless body helps them understand on some instinctive level that their loved one isn't just away, but truly gone. In fact, some veterinarians and behaviorists recommend letting surviving pets see the body when another animal in the house passes away. It may sound a bit heavy, but it can actually help the dog find closure. Without that chance, they might continue searching or waiting for weeks, confused about why their friend never came home. So, while dogs might not grasp the idea of death the way humans do, they definitely notice the absence, the stillness, the emotional change, and the missing energy in the home. And what's even more moving is how they react to our grief. Dogs are incredibly attuned to human emotions. If you're heartbroken, they'll feel it too. They might stay close to you, rest their head on your lap, or follow you around the house. They don't know how to fix it, but they know you're hurting, and they'll do whatever they can to be there for you. But grief doesn't just affect emotions, it can affect their body too. Some dogs lose their appetite for days or even weeks. Others seem to sleep more, or they just look dull. It's like their spark has faded. This isn't just in your head. Dogs can truly experience emotional stress. Their brain releases similar chemicals to ours when they feel sadness or anxiety, so when they grieve, it's not an act. It's a real emotional and physical reaction. If you've ever had a dog who lost a companion, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's hard to watch. You want to help, but you might not know how. So, what can you do when your dog is grieving? First, try to keep their routine as normal as possible. Dogs find comfort in consistency. Mealtime, walks, playtime. If everything feels normal, it helps them feel more secure even when their world has changed. At the same time, be gentle. Give them attention, but don't smother them. Some dogs want extra cuddles while others prefer quiet time alone. Pay attention to what they need. Next, keep them mentally and emotionally active. Take them on walks in new places. Play games that engage their nose or mind, or introduce small, positive experiences. It doesn't erase the sadness, but it helps them slowly move forward. And most importantly, be patient. Grief doesn't have a timeline, not even for dogs. Some recover in a few weeks, others take months. The key is love and patience. It's also okay to let them express their feelings. If they seem sad, don't rush to fix it. Sometimes the best thing you can do is simply be there. Sit with them, talk softly, let them feel your presence. Remember, your dog doesn't just need to know that they're safe, they need to feel it. And here's something that surprises many people: your own emotions affect how your dog heals. If you're overwhelmed with sadness, your dog can pick up on it. They might mirror your mood, thinking something's wrong with them too. So while it's okay to grieve, try to also give your dog moments of light. Smile at them, play with them, remind them that life still holds joy. In doing that, you help both of you heal. Now, let's return to the big question. Do dogs understand death? The most honest answer is maybe not the way we do. They probably don't think about the forever part or the deeper meaning of life and loss. But they do understand that someone they loved is gone, that the world has changed, and that their heart feels emptier. And maybe, just maybe, that's what really matters. Because understanding doesn't always come from logic. Sometimes it comes from feeling. And dogs, more than any other creatures, feel everything deeply. Their way of understanding isn't through words, it's through love. So while your dog may not think they've died and they're never coming back, they do feel, I miss them. I wish they were here, and that's a kind of understanding all on its own. If you're someone who's ever lost a dog, or if your dog has lost someone, you already know how deep this bond goes. Dogs may not live as long as we do, but the love they give in their short lives is unmatched. And maybe that's why losing them, or watching them grieve, hurts so much. Because we know that behind those eyes is a heart that feels everything, even if it can't explain it. So, the next time you notice your dog acting strangely after a loss, Don't brush it off as just behavior. They're not just acting out, they're grieving. They're trying to make sense of a world that suddenly feels smaller. Be there for them, comfort them, let them know they're not alone. At the end of the day, dogs may not understand death in the human sense, but they do understand love. And love, in its purest form, always feels the absence of what it cherishes. That's what makes their loyalty so beautiful and their grief so real. So maybe the question isn't, do dogs understand death? Maybe it's, do dogs understand love? Because if they can feel that so deeply, then they understand more about life and loss than we ever give them credit for. Thank you so much for watching. If this video touched your heart, give it a like, share it with someone who loves dogs, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about the beautiful bond between humans and animals. And if you've ever seen a dog grieve, or if you've gone through that heartbreak yourself, share your story in the comments below. Sometimes the best way to heal is to know we're not alone.